month, we highlight the work in the following area that deserves recognition, that really does support the board's strategic plan by supporting LEAs and providing personalized learning for each student, by increasing access to qualified school personnel, and to design personalized learning plans to partner with teachers, families, and students, and also to promote new school system models for personalized learning implementation. This really is in support and direction by the board in order to achieve the strategic plan. So Michael, we're going to turn it over to you, because on January 20th, 2023, over 200 Utah educational leaders gathered at the Nebo Summit Center in Springville, Utah, for the very first Magellan Summit, which was a unique one-day conference designed to provide leaders, coaches, teachers, technology specialists, school board members, and legislators an opportunity to share successful implementing personalized competency-based learning strategies. The in-person crowd was also joined by nearly 300 online participants who attended presentations and Zoom events, a resource supported by our partners at UETN. So Michael, turning it over to you.
Okay, thank you very much, Deputy Superintendent Norman and Chair Booth and members of the committee. I'm Michael Hakkarainen. I'm a teacher specialist with digital teaching and learning and personalized competency-based learning. The Magellan Summit was a big success. Participants at the event had the opportunity to select from 30 different breakout sessions that were provided by Utah educators who've been leading the way in personalized competency-based learning strategies. We also had a group of professional learning experts invited from USBE thought partners like Learner Center Collaborative, who we've worked with, Marzano, and the Mastery Transcript Consortium. There were 3 Ignite sessions that kicked off the day from Kareem Farah, the founder of the Modern Classroom Project, Joey Lee from Lift Learning, and Aaron Ashley from the New Teacher Project. And we ended with a closing keynote from Dr. Katie Martin. The real reason this event was a success, however, is because of all the hard work completed by our team at USBE, including Emily Berry, Melanie Durfee, Rick Gaisford, Leslie Means, and Amber Wright. And we also have to acknowledge the incredibly talented Katie Hill. She's here, wave Katie, Quality Instruction Team Coordinator, who helped open the summit with her amazing accordion playing, singing, and songwriting skills. While all of these presentations were simultaneously streamed on Zoom events, they were also recorded for sharing on the just released eMedia PCBL Hub, which was created in partnership with UETN. This is available now at emedia.uen.org/hubs/PCBL. I'll put that link in the chat in just a second. It is open to the public, so board members, parents, teachers, everyone can access it. When you get there, you're going to find USBE's definition of personalized competency-based learning and the PCBL grant program, which is defined by Utah Code 53F-5-5. There are links to USBE resources and materials, including our PCBL framework and Utah's Portrait of a Graduate and many other supporting documents. We have a collection of online resources curated in collections aligned to the PCBL framework components like culture of learning, learner agency, demonstrated competency and assessment, customized supports, social and emotional learning. And there's access to collaborative groups for the PCBL Review Committee and each of the 4 cohorts of schools that are currently participating in the PCBL grant program. Each month, we're going to be uploading more resources to the collection areas, along with artifacts that are collected by USBE specialists, highlighting the work that's being done here by Utah educators. We're really excited about the energy and enthusiasm that was generated at the Magellan Summit for educators that are invested in evolving to a learner-centered environment, and the potential to maintain this momentum with the eMedia PCBL Hub. I want to give special thanks to this endeavor to Katie Garrett, who is on the Zoom call. I don't know if her camera's on, but Katie is one of my favorite human beings and a great colleague who's done a tremendous amount of work to set up this hub and to help us to bring together some of the resources. And I also want to thank Katie Blunt, who, believe it or not, down here in C Forum in St. George, she's sitting right next to me. Katie Blunt, another one of my favorite human beings at UETN, and she's just done a great job of helping to create support documents and materials for the hub to get it up and running for teachers to use. And we're just really excited about this. I'll drop the link to it in the chat in case anybody wants to take a look at it now, and just say thank you all so much for your time and for highlighting this work.
Thank you very much. wonderful to feel of your enthusiasm, even if it is over Zoom. Thank you.
Thank you. And correction, I just noticed that the chat is disabled in this Zoom meeting, so I won't be able to share it that way, but we'll get it out to you guys. Thank you very much.
Andrea, do we still have just one?
Yes, we just have one public comment. She should be here on Zoom. Monica Wilbur, if she will unmute. She was here. Oh, there she is.
I see her name down at the bottom. I'm not
Yeah.
sure. Are you there, Monica?
I am, Chair Booth. Thank you.
Thank you. I saw Monica yesterday in our live meeting, and she set it out for hours upon hours upon hours. So you definitely should get at least your 3 minutes after enduring so well what you endured yesterday. Let's go ahead and hear from you, Monica, and invite you to speak up clearly so that we can hear you.
All right, I will. Thank you, Chair Booth. I appreciate this opportunity to speak to you today. After Israeli intelligence succumbed to the disastrous consequences of groupthink in the Yom Kippur War in 1973, the Mossad instituted what's known as the 10th man rule, which requires a lone person to challenge assumptions and provide evidence contrary to that of the overwhelming majority. Knowing what I know with a certainty, I feel compelled to continue to challenge the narrative around personalized competency-based learning as an instructional, curricular, and assessment approach that uses tech tools and platforms to inform, monitor, and score students' attitudes, values, and characters. It is completely irredeemable and under no circumstances acceptable. The Chinese have an entire social credit system premised on this very notion, and no amount of confetti thrown in my face as a parent can convince me to celebrate such a violation of my children's individual conscience and free will. But the use of PCBL on our children is only the tip of the iceberg. One USBE document shows high-level staff members discussed applying the Utah State Board's PCBL framework to, and I quote, creating a families portion similar to the educator and student sections. This meant that USBE staff envisioned creating expectations of how families were to comply with PCBL. Other documents never released to board members discuss applying the PCBL principles to, quote, educator and administrator evaluations, and even to state board members in the rulemaking process. This personalized aspect means collecting highly personal information on everyone. No child or adult will be left untouched. Both the public and this committee deserves to know of these disturbing facts about PCBL. Thank you so much for your time this morning.
Thank you, Monica. All right, now